Well, there's always a special feeling when Khamzat Chimaev makes the walk, whether at welterweight or at middleweight. This man has proven to be a real problem and really has lived up to all the hype and then some, dating to his 2020 UFC debut.
It's so hard for you to meet expectation, much less exceed it.
Right.
Khamzat Chimaev has exceeded the expectations set for him when he made his UFC debut. He has been nothing short of a buzzsaw, just going through guys at a rate that not anyone could have expected. What a fantastic fighter we get to watch every time we see Khamzat in the octagon.
And of course, many people harken back to the Gilbert Burns fight in 2022, the consensus fight of that year in which Chimaev was challenged and still rose to the occasion. We'll see how he fares tonight. All right, the UFC Hall of Famer Khabib Nurmagomedov getting back on the proving ground here tonight. And a new look corner, is that Hasbulla there?
Yeah, I mean, Hasbulla is in the corner with Khabib. Khabib loves him. He's always talking about him. He spends time with him. But the one thing is, while Hasbulla is there, Khabib Nurmagomedov's approach will not change. This guy is an absolute grinder, man. He is just a dog. He will go forward, get in your face, hit him. You will not deter Khabib Nurmagomedov from accomplishing the ultimate goal, and that's keeping that 0 on the right side of his record.
And if you're Javier Mendez, you just got to make sure that you let Hasbulla get in there between rounds. Little guy's got a lot to say. Khabib Nurmagomedov steps inside the octagon. He's ready to fight. All right, now let's get to our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Khamzat Chimaev. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. He is undefeated. He is one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, and what a pain in the neck he is to fight. Khabib Nurmagomedov figures to go to the takedowns early and often here tonight, but if he needs to strike, we have seen a constant evolution when it comes to his striking. This is one of the best fighters in any division, and Khabib Nurmagomedov back at it tonight. Oh, and there's a takedown attempt, DC. Not a great one. Might as well tell your opponent you're shooting, huh?
Yeah, he's your best friend. Tell him that you want to take him to his back and watch him defend and then beat you up with the fight stand.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Now some spacing as they exit the clinch.
Oh, stuck in the guillotine. Oh, nice guillotine there.
Oh, look at this. Jumps over into side mount to try to counter the guillotine. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Ground and pound strike there now. Nurmagomedov's trying to lock up on a submission now. Oh, he's got a strong grip on that arm.
He's starting to extend the elbow.
Somehow he gets out.
Great submission defense by this man. It looked like he was done.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hook. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Chimaev getting work from the top here. He's got to do a better job to cover up. Oh, good ground and pound here. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Nurmagomedov's in half guard now.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just got to move.
Print the shirts, ground and pound.
Oh, you gotta be careful there, yep.
These ground strikes are starting to add up. Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. Nurmagomedov's got his back yet again. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
All right, deep breath, relax. Excellent job out there. The ground control is beautiful. That's what we need to do. This guy can't hang with you out there.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two is underway. Throwing that jab now again. The fighter evades. Lands a jab. Takedown defense is there. Lands a huge right hand. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that pitch.
And mixes in a takedown. Why not? Nurmagomedov's in half guard.
Getting him out here. Oh, nice right hand by the champ. Yep.
You need to work. I'll stand this up. Let's work.
He's got to start throwing now.
Well, how about the movement off of the back? Nice job to avoid the ground and pound here by Khamzat Chimaev. Two minutes have gone by. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Oh, big shots from the top. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Nurmagomedov's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so.
That was nice. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
All right, feet on the hips here.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Khamzat Chimaev. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
20 seconds to go, round two. Chimaev getting work from the top here. These ground and pound strikes very effective. Let's see if he tries to work his way back to his feet. Oh, bleeding from his... Saved by the bell. There is the final horn. He was getting grounded. He was getting pounded just at the end of the round. So you see, he's taking some of this time here to get back to his feet. Only 60 seconds on the clock between rounds. We will see if this young man can recover. All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control wrist. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Oh, he blocked that shot and lands the hook on the counter. Oh, nice straight left there.
Leg kick, great timing on that double leg.
Nurmagomedov's in half guard. Side control now. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. All right, so he finally gets the takedown here. He kept on trying, stayed committed. He told us before the fight, at some point, I'm going to be able to take him down, and that's exactly the way it played out. And now he's got the back.
Hard scramble, hard scramble.
Nurmagomedov's got the full mount. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
We might get a stoppage here. We have crossed the midpoint of this one.
Gotta be careful here.
Oh, and there it is. Was only a matter of time. That ground strike has cut him open. Nurmagomedov's back in full mount. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. As he looks to improve position here. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight. All right, so he lets go of the submission now.
He let go because he saw that he was going to lose his position. You got to maintain dominant position when you're in a fight.
Nurmagomedov ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Final seconds of round 3. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds.
Nice job. Excellent submission attempt. It was very close. Few tweaks like we used in the gym.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 2.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do that.
Oh, nice judo toss for him there. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
All right, operating inside the closed guard now. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Ooh, that's tight. I'd be taking.
It's starting to get really tight in there.
Oh, now he bails on the submission. Oh, he's got his back.
Changing the position.
Just over 3 minutes now to go.
He's got to be careful here.
Well, that eye area is getting bloodier with every passing strike.
It's like a target, and he keeps going to it, and you see it's starting to get worse as the fight is going on. He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. North-south position, crowd just can't help itself but to laugh. Khabib's back in side control.
Beautiful submission attempt here.
Oh, it's getting deep now, DC.
Dude's got a fight on his hands now.
Oh, he got out.
He cleared his legs, got back to his back, and created some space between him and his opponent to stay out of that guard choke. Great ground and pound by this man.
Oh, another strike lands from the top. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. 20 minutes down, 5 to go.
Take a seat, buddy. Listen, he's outstriking us. We're down the scorecard. I need you to fight smart. If you start losing the stand-up battle, I want you to look for the...
All right, so as the cut man gets to work, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round.
Well, he's got some work to do. The cut man's going to have to work a miracle because this guy was on the receiving end of some real damaging shots. And if he doesn't do something different defensively, it's going to get worse. And if it gets worse, the fight may be stopped.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight. Oh, look at that.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. Holy smokes.
Oh, lands a hip toss now.
Beautiful transition.
Chimaev's in half guard.
Now he's going full mount.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Khamzat Chimaev. Right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
Side control, he's pretty safe there.
trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Chimaev's back inside control here.
Oh, he puts his knee on belly.
Nurmagomedov's in half guard now. Really smart approach by the offensive fighter, badgering that cut. More blood by the minute.
If head movement wasn't important early, it's very important.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Under a minute now to go in the fight. Oh, how about that? Strong reversal on the ground. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips.
Great shot from the top position.
Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Side control.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Nurmagomedov's able to trap, and there is the final horn. What a 25-minute affair tonight. We're going to the scorecards. All right, so they came in unquestionably the two best in the world in this division, and they showed you exactly why here tonight. A lot of people may think the challenger did enough. For me, slight lean to the champion to retain his title.
I agree with you, John. I thought the champion did just enough to keep his belt. And this has nothing to do with you got to beat the champ to get the belt. No, the champion outworked him in the big spots, and he should retain his title.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 50-44, and 50-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so judges' scorecards needed. Not often the case when Khabib Nurmagomedov competes, but he gets it done by decision and keeps that O in the loss column.
And if you want to win a decision, you want it to look like this. You want it to look dominant. He looked dominant tonight in all areas of mixed martial arts. There is no question who's going to get their hand raised tonight when they get to the center of the octagon.